everybody, Dandelion Princess here. Today I have a little bit of a different video for you guys. I figured since it's the end of the year, almost 2020, that I would sort of just take a little look back at some of the things that have happened this year and then take a little look forward to what we have to look forward to in 2020. And yes, I know, I ended up dropping the ball on Christmas videos this year. I was planning to do what I normally do during Halloween and just throughout the month, having a lot of Christmas videos go up, but I ended up getting sick around the same time that I had my finals, and there was just really nowhere in that time that this month that I could really buckle down and make some Christmas videos. So apologies, but you know, it happens. So yeah, for those of you who don't follow me on Twitter, that's why the videos have been kind of scarce this month. So 2019. This year has been a crazy year. For animation, 2019 has been a really good year. The best year animation has had for quite some time. But before we get into that, I think it's only fair that we start with the thing that kicked off this year for me. Kingdom Hearts 3. You guys, I knew 2019 was going to be a good year because Kingdom Hearts 3 was going to come out. And even now that it's in December and Kingdom Hearts 3 came out back in January, it's almost its first year anniversary, it still feels surreal to me that we even have this game. It has really been a highlight of 2019 for me. Watching the development for Kingdom Hearts 3 was just the craziest experience for me. I have never been so excited for a video game that I am so invested into the development in it, and I have never actually really watched the development of a video game before or looked too closely into the development of video games. And then finally getting the end product, it was just really surreal. Even with the other Kingdom Hearts titles, it always somehow happened that I found out it existed last minute, and I didn't actually have to wait for it. Moving on, Steven Universe has also had a very crazy year this year. First off, the actual Steven Universe series ended this year without even any actual announcements of it. Like, it's still bizarre to me that we didn't get any notice that that was the last of the series. But not too long after that, we actually ended up getting the Steven Universe movie. And of course, the little spin-off series that Steven Universe has right now, Steven Universe Future, has started this year. And a lot of crazy things have happened in the show. Just so many memorable moments, new characters, all kinds of crazy stuff. We also got the first season of Infinity Train, a show that I, for one, have been looking forward to since watching the pilot for it they released on YouTube. We also got the first season of The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance, which exceeded my expectations completely. We also got the second season for the DuckTales reboot, and the first season for the Fruit Baskets remake, which that original anime series was actually my first anime show that I ever watched. So it was really bizarre to see a reboot of it, and it is actually really, really good. Star vs. the Forces of Evil also ended earlier this year. I came in late to this series, and Basically, it was almost over by the time that I did get into it, but I really did enjoy this series and I want to watch it again because I feel like there's a lot of things that I missed. Toy Story 4 also came out this year, as well as Frozen 2. And of course, Disney released their new streaming app, Disney Plus, this year, which I haven't even had a chance to review yet. I still really want to, but at the same time, I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see my thoughts on Disney Plus. There is a lot more that happened this year, such as the Disney remakes like Aladdin and Lion King. So, you know, they're there, they exist. But I just don't quite have time to address everything. But going into 2020, what do we have to look forward to after the crazy year that was 2019? First off, we're starting off 2020 the same way we did 2019 with Kingdom Hearts. Yes, the Remind DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out very soon. Now, I do have my worries when it comes to this DLC, but I'm trying not to judge it too fast before I actually play it and experience it, because there's a lot of stuff out of context and I really won't get the full picture until I actually play it for myself. And good or bad, it is new Kingdom Hearts content and I can really never knock that. We're also getting 2 new Pixar movies, Onward and later on, Soul. And that really excites me because they are not sequels or prequels or anything of that kind. They are 2 completely new stories. And that immensely excites me because, yes, this year Disney has been doing a lot of remakes, a lot of sequels. Yeah. We also have Season 2 of Infinity Train to look forward to, along with the brand new Disney show, Owl House, which really has me excited after watching some of the trailers and some of the clips and seeing some of the screenshots. It seems very Star vs. the Forces of Evil-esque, and I really like that. We're also going to get a new Scooby-Doo movie, which we haven't had in a while, Scoob. Now, I'm not a huge Scooby-Doo fan, but I do appreciate with this one that it is fully animated and that, from what I can gather, it's not just going to be a Scooby-Doo movie. It is going to be a full universe of all Hanna-Barbera's properties and shows that he's done. So it should be really cool for Hanna-Barbera fans to see references to all these other different shows and to see these characters in one universe. It is literally going to be a Marvel movie, but with Hanna-Barbera properties. And that does have my attention. The Sonic the Hedgehog movie also has my attention. It originally was supposed to come out this year, but got pushed back to 2020 because the animators graciously decided to change Sonic's model. Now, I'm not a big Sonic fan in any way. I haven't really fully watched any of the series or even really played any of the games. I've played Sonic Rush and a little bit of Sonic Unleashed, but that's about as far as it goes. But this movie has my attention because the fact that they actually did pull this movie back to fix Sonic. And that's something that pretty much never happens. They had to completely redo his whole model. And not only does it look great, but it shows me that the creators and animators of this Sonic movie have somewhat of faith in it to put that extra bit of money in it to change the way Sonic looks. I don't know, it could still end up being like, you know, one of those movies, but I'm definitely at least going to give this movie a shot, considering the extra time that the animators had to go through for it. And yes, we are getting a season 2 of Fruits Baskets, something that the original series never really got. It really makes me happy to see this reboot get a lot of attention and, you know, get okayed for a second season. I've already loved what they did with the first season, and they managed to pack in a lot more information and extra scenes that the original series didn't have. And since I never read the manga after the first season of the original series, I kind of never knew what happened to these characters or how their story ended. So I'm hoping that I will eventually get that with this reboot. On the gaming side of things, we are finally going to get The Last of Us Part 2. I am definitely super excited for that game, so I really can't wait for that. And we're also getting Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, I love Kingdom Hearts, obviously, but I never really was able to get into the Final Fantasy side of things. And so I never had the honor of playing Final Fantasy VII before. But after seeing the trailers for this game, I definitely feel like I have to get this game and play it. I do know spoilers to the story because I am into Kingdom Hearts, so I'm sort of right on that line into the Final Fantasy fandom. So I occasionally hear things from over the fence. So that is kind of disappointing for me to know some of these like bigger plot points, but it'll be interesting to actually see them play out. And it also seems like this remake is changing up a bunch of stuff. So I'm really not sure what to think of this, because part of me wants to have this be my first experience for Final Fantasy VII, but another part of me is like, no, I should experience the original game before this one comes out, and then I can see all the differences. But I don't know. I probably will just play the remake first. That being said, I am really excited for 2020, and I am also really excited yet nervous for my channel as well for this new year. So you guys know that I have been doing YouTube for a little while now, but I feel like I've never really taken it too seriously until this year. And this year alone, I've pumped out a lot of videos, especially compared to the previous. And I am definitely hoping for that to be the case with this year as well. I have a lot of plans and ideas for videos that I'm excited to put into action, but I'm also nervous for 2020 because of this whole situation that's been going on with COPPA. Basically, for anyone wondering what I'm going to be doing to my channel to comply with COPPA, I am going to list all my videos as child-friendly. Because under these new regulations, the topics that I talk about on my channel are seen as kid-friendly. And of course, it's not like I use vulgar language or do anything in my videos that would determine it not for kids. So because of the kind of content that I do, talking about Kingdom Hearts and animation and stuff, really it is my only option other than stopping YouTube. So this means that most of my videos won't be changed or won't be affected by this. But unfortunately, this does raise the question for video game Let's Plays. You guys know I love the Kingdom Hearts series and that eventually I do want to play through the series on here, and I can still do that because, again, it still qualifies as kid content. But there's other games I want to do Let's Plays of that I am not so sure about. Things like The Walking Dead, The Last of Us, Life is Strange 2, even the Final Fantasy games. It's really unclear to me what is going to qualify as kid content. I was even thinking about possibly doing a Red Dead Redemption 2 Let's Play at some point, but making my channel a kid-friendly channel, I really don't think that's going to be able to happen. But other than that, my channel should go on as normal. So I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from with some of these changes. I mean, we're kind of at the mercy of COPPA here because it is the government. But other than that, I really am looking forward to this year. And I definitely hope to make a lot of new videos for you guys. What are some of your guys' favorite things that happened in 2019? And what are you guys most excited for in 2020? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you guys next time.